Hello, friends. I'm Hrisi, and today I will show you the different genders and the plural forms of the nouns in German. So let's start with the gender forms. We have three genders in German: masculine, feminine, and neuter. And unfortunately, there's bad news about that. You will have to learn by heart the gender of the word together with the noun itself. Um, there's no strict rule about that if table or any other subject around you or an abstract noun is feminine or masculine or neuter. So my advice, learn them together with the noun themselves. And let's see the definitive articles. First, for masculine, this is der. For neuter, this is das. For feminine is die, and for plural form is also die. So here formally they're the same, feminine and plural form. Okay, here are some examples, especially for people, for family members, or for professions. Of course, you have the same gender like in English or any other language, I think. For example, die Mutter, that's for sure feminine, just like in English. Der Vater, father is masculine. Das Kind is neuter. Die Kinder is plural. So here, nothing special, nothing difficult. But there are some objects that I mentioned before, and there is no strict rule. For example, der Tisch, table. Why it's masculine, no idea. So it's just like that. You will have to learn it by heart. Das Wasser is neuter. Die Wohnung is feminine. Okay, so we'll learn the nouns together with the der, die, das article. Okay, then let's see the plural forms. What happens here is that we have a few forms for plural. Let's say there are 8, 9 different forms, and here I have brought some examples. For example, das Kind, die Kinder. You see here the form, the plural form is the ending er. Next to the words in brackets, I have put the shorter form. You see with the dash and er, the ending only, this is the plural form next to the noun. I have put it here because you might see it in a dictionary written like this, or in my other videos, in my notes, just so you know for the future. Then we have der Vater, die Väter. What is the difference here? Vater, Väter. You see, just the umlaut is changing the singular to the plural form. Then we have the ending en. Die Wohnung, die Wohnungen. Or another kind of form would be der Arbeiter, die Arbeiter. Do we have any difference here? You're right, no difference. Arbeiter, Arbeiter. Now you will ask yourself, but how do we recognize singular for plural form? That's why the different definitive articles and indefinitive articles exist. Okay, here are some often used endings of the nouns in German that will help you and show you the gender of the noun. This list is definitely not the full one. You can search on the internet for other suffixes of the words, but for now, I think this is a good start to start with around 10 suffixes, 10 endings, and by the time when you're learning, you will definitely get used to them and have the feeling of the gender forms in German. Okay, for masculine, this is er, most commonly used for professions. For example, der Arbeiter, or my profession, der Lehrer. You see, the singular and the plural form here are the same, always the same. So if you have this ending er, it's always masculine and the plural form stays the same. Then another suffix is loge, der Psychologe, or the ending ist, der Spezialist, or the ending ismus, der Optimismus. Okay, let's see the endings that will give you feminine. This is unk. This ending is very much used in German words. Die Wohnung. As soon as you see a noun that is ending on unk, you know that it's definitely a definitive feminine, and the plural form is en, always. Then we have Keit, die Fähigkeit, for example, or Heit, die Schönheit, Schaft, die Freundschaft. Then we have another very much used suffix, Tion, die Information, and Thek, die Bibliothek. Okay, then we have neuter. Here, very popular suffix hen, das Mädchen. By the way, this suffix is commonly used to diminu the object. For example, das Haus. If I want to say a small house, in German we have this suffix hen, das Häuschen. And just like in masculine with the suffix er, we have here the same form for plural. Das Mädchen, die Mädchen. It doesn't change at all. Okay, and the next suffix here is ment, das Instrument. As I told you, this is no full list of the suffixes in German, but just a good start, I think. Okay, so let's see now the definitive article. Here, the definitive article is just like in English, same use when we talk about a person or an object that we have already mentioned, and it is known by the reader or by the listener. So, or for example, something that is commonly used and everybody knows that it's only one that exists on the planet Earth. For example, die Sonne. Die Sonne scheint. The sun is shining. It's only one sun, so we say die Sonne. Or another example, ich habe ein Kind. Das Kind spielt mit seinem Spielzeug. In the first sentence, I have used the indefinitive article just to define what I'm speaking about, to present the person, and then in the second sentence, I already used the definitive article. Okay? Let's see what happens here with the indefinite article. Here we have for masculine and neuter the same article, ein. Then for feminine, we have eine. And for plural, we have no article at all. Here I have brought some examples. Ich habe ein Kind. Ich kenne eine Lehrerin. Anna trinkt eine Tasse Kaffee. Or ich bin Journalist. Ich suche Nachrichten. You see in the last example, Nachrichten, that's the plural form of the noun die Nachricht. And before Nachrichten, we don't use any article because it's plural. And I will make a note here about the both types of definitive, indefinite articles. In German, you have to use it. You have to use either definitive or indefinite article, and an exception is in expressions just like ich bin Lehrerin. For a profession, when you say what you're working, you don't use eine, die, der, no, nothing. Ich bin Lehrerin. And the summary, we saw the definitive, the indefinite articles in German for the different genders. And my hint is to learn the definitive article der, die, das, plus the noun, plus the plural form of the noun, because in German we don't have a general rule, just like in English we put s or es for plural. There are different forms. And the genders in English, the gender doesn't really um, is not really shown in the definitive or indefinite article. That's why in German it's a bit difficult for an English speaker, but I think it's still possible. Okay, if you like this video, I hope I have been useful for you, and this will help you out to learn easier the basics of German grammar. So you can like it, and please share this post so it goes to as many people as possible who want to learn German or who want to refresh. This is my idea, to have some free content on Facebook and LinkedIn. So please share so I can reach as many people as possible. And of course, if you want to have a live lesson with me, you can contact me. You will see my contact details below. Thank you and have a great day. Tschüss.